Geeks and Gamers, Matt Lemke here with your gamer goggles, and today we're going to go ahead and teach you how to play Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies. This game is a tile placement game from Rather Dashing Games. So without wasting any more time, we're going to go ahead and switch views. It's going to be a real quick overview of the game. I don't have the ability with my camera to get far enough away so that you can see the small pieces and do everything I need to do. So at this point, it's just going to be this, and then maybe later on, as I get more cameras and things, we can do a playthrough. I really think that this is one of those kind of games that you kind of need to see not only the mechanics of the game and work, but the critical thinking that's going through the head of some people's names. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, in Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies, there are four basic, we're going to call them races or factions. We'll call them factions, I guess. You have your pirates, your robot, and we're going to zoom in. There we go. At least for now, that's what we're going to do until we talk about scoring. Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies is a tile placement game where in the setup, each player receives 3 tiles face down. They each receive 1 base, or in a 2-player game, you receive 2 bases that are based off of the races that you are playing. And for example, the Asian-looking building, the name is escaping my brain. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Is for the ninjas. The factory is for robots. The graveyard is for the zombies. And the pirate ship is for the pirates. And as you can see, each race is represented by the different pictures here. We have pirates, robots, zombies, and ninjas here. Each faction has a special icon that when it's used, well, we'll get into placement next, but the brain is a special reward item for the zombies. The battery is for the robots. The treasure chest is for the pirates. And the throwing star is for the ninjas. Now, every race has a natural enemy, and you can see here that I have lined them up next to, adjacent to their enemies. So the pirate has the enemy of the Kraken. We're going to slide this way just a little. The soldier is the enemy of the robot. The hunter is the enemy of the zombie, and the dragon is the enemy of the pirate. Now, there's also one other feature to the game before we set up a little bit of a board and show you. There are certain abilities that trigger when tiles are placed. This one is rotate. It allows you to rotate any tile on the board. This tile ability would trigger when you play it as well. And this one allows you to swap any 2-player tiles on the board and rotate them. And this one allows you to replace any tile on the board with a tile from your hand. Now, we don't have enough space within my house to do a good playthrough, so I'm just going to kind of set up a board real quick. I'm going to drop down some tiles to show you some different things in scoring. I'm just going to set up some tiles pretty much at random and then take them out of the board so I can show you different things here. Now, this is a sample game that would be in, I don't know, about 1/3 of the way through the game. And the way you play the game is every player, like I said before, would have 3 tiles that they get at the start of the game. And after they place a tile, like for example, if this player is the robot player, we'll say, and he places this tile here, he is allowed to rotate any tile on the board in any direction he or she wants. Now, a smart robot player might rotate this tile, because that turns his arch enemy away from him and helps him score a little bit more in points. Then he would draw another tile. Where did I put? Did I place them all? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that, oh no, 1, 2. Let's say that I hadn't played this base yet. whenever you play a base, you get to play the base instead of playing a tile from your hand. And if that is the case, you wouldn't draw a card. Now, the only other thing that you need to know is you can only place tiles perfectly adjacent to a tile. So, for example, we've got these two tiles here. I cannot place a tile like this and overlap a tile. I can only place here, 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 or here. No diagonals. Diagonal is not allowed. Now, the next important part about pirates, ninjas, robots, and zombies is scoring. The whole concept of the game is to build the longest possible chain. There's some important things to know. Reward items, when you score, are worth an extra 3 points. But when you have an arch nemesis tile, the next to a reward, it negates all the points of a reward. When you have an enemy next to a tile, for example, there's 4 hunters here, but there's no zombies around it, so it doesn't negate anything. There is a soldier here, but there's nothing there, so let's see if did I place anything? Well, I got Krakens here. So this Kraken, this is actually a very well-placed Kraken. So let's go ahead and score the pirates. You've got 5 points for the base, then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pirates, and 3 points for the chest reward. This tile negates the chest reward, so you're down to 8 again. It negates 2 pirates, you're down to 9. So the pirates have a chain of 9. Now, if this was a full game, you would be attempting to score the highest 2 chains of each player. But since we don't have that, we're not going to. We don't have, all the tiles placed, and I'm about zoomed out as far as I can be and stay on my table. So over here we've got the zombies. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and notice it's not a chain. It doesn't like wrap around the corner, but they're all still connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10. Then over here we have 3. So this is clearly the biggest one for the zombies. And right now there's nothing that detracts from the zombies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. He's got 10 points. The ninja player has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The robot player has 5, 9, 12, 15, 18. So that is pretty much the way the game works. It wasn't like playing a demo or a playthrough. This is just one of those games that I think to get 2 or 3 people on camera and capture the gravity of this board and tile placement wouldn't be that dynamic and dramatic. So basically the goal is to have the longest chain, thwart your players by playing wisely and using triggered abilities to do things like rotate cards, replace cards, pick up cards, and swap them on the table, or to place them next to the enemies. Oh, I like, that's an arch enemy card, so that knocks 2 off, so they would not have had the 10. But anyway, it doesn't really matter because the robots would have won. And that's the basics of the game. So in a couple minutes, I'll be back and I'll talk to you about my thoughts on the game. So that was Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies from Rather Dashing Games. And like I said before, it's a tile placement game. What I enjoy thoroughly about the game is the fact that there is so much going on. You have the different ways that you can use the triggered abilities in the game and rotate pieces, pick up pieces, swap pieces on the table to totally mess up the game plan of the individuals there. So you can play the game semi-cooperatively, cooperatively, or if you can be like my son did the last time we played, totally hate everyone and just mess with everyone's game, which is a legitimate tactic. There are enough combinations and there's enough randomness that the replayability of the game is super, super stellar. The amount of thinking that is involved in the game is pretty hardcore. You can play it with pretty much anyone from ages 8 up, I think. But I think the more people that you play of like, not skill level, but intelligence, or the people that like the same level of thinking that you like, the more fun the game's going to be. Obviously, if I go and I play this with an 8-year-old who's never played, I'm not going to have nearly as much fun as the 8-year-old who beats me. Yes, and I did say beats me because at the same time I'd be coaching them, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I thoroughly enjoy Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies. I do believe just about anybody will enjoy this game. If you're not a player that enjoys placement games or enjoys to think and try and think 8 to 10 moves ahead and then get thwarted, it might not be the game for you. But it is a good game, and it's a game for me. In fact, it's a great game, and I'm really looking forward to game number 2, game number 3, and game number 4 in their series. Haunted, the one that has the haunted houses in it. It has a real cool mechanic I saw at Gen Con. You actually place the tile on top of other tiles, and it locks them in place, which is pretty amazing. So, anyway, thanks for watching. This has been my video review of Pirates, Ninjas, Robots, and Zombies. And I hope to see you soon.